What if I told you your biggest enemy isn't laziness, the lack of talent, or bad luck, it's your own brain? Every time you try to change your life, your brain quietly pushes you back toward what's familiar. Not because it wants you to fail, but because it wants you to survive. Think about the last time you promised yourself you were going to change. Maybe you decided that tomorrow would be different. You were finally going to wake up early, start exercising, launch that business, study consistently, stop procrastinating, or take the first step toward a dream you've been carrying for years. You felt excited, motivated, certain that this time would be different. Then tomorrow arrived. The alarm rang. Your hand reached for the snooze button before you even had time to think. Later, you told yourself you'd start after breakfast. Then after lunch, then on Monday, then next month. Eventually, the dream quietly slipped back into the place where so many dreams end up. I'll do it someday. Most people see this and immediately blame themselves. I'm lazy. I don't have enough discipline. Maybe successful people are just built differently. But that's not the whole story. Imagine you're walking through a forest thousands of years ago. Every strange sound could be a predator. Every unfamiliar path could lead to danger. Every unnecessary risk could cost you your life. Back then, the humans who survived weren't always the strongest or the smartest. They were often the ones who avoided unnecessary risks. Their brains constantly asked one question: is this safe? That question helped your ancestors survive. And that same ancient brain is still inside you today. The problem is that the world changed much faster than your brain did. Today, you're probably not running from wild animals. You're trying to apply for a better job. Speak in front of people. Learn a new skill. Leave a relationship that's making you unhappy. Move to a new city. Build a healthier lifestyle. None of these things threaten your survival, yet your brain often reacts as though they do. It doesn't know the difference between physical danger and psychological uncertainty. To your brain, uncertainty feels risky, and risk feels unsafe. So it whispers comforting excuses that sound surprisingly logical. Maybe you're not ready yet. You should wait until the timing is perfect. What if people laugh at you? What if you fail? You mistake those thoughts for reality, but they're actually your brain trying to keep you where it's familiar. Because familiar has always meant safer than unknown. This is why something strange happens. Even when your current situation makes you unhappy, leaving it feels uncomfortable, people stay in jobs they hate. They remain in unhealthy relationships. They keep delaying dreams that matter deeply to them, not because they're weak. Because the known feels safer than the unknown. Your comfort zone isn't comfortable because it's amazing. It's comfortable because your brain already understands it. Imagine living in a house that's old, dark, and falling apart. The roof leaks, the walls are cracked, nothing inside makes you happy. Yet you've lived there your entire life. One day someone hands you the keys to a beautiful new home. It's brighter, safer, full of possibilities. But to move in, you'd have to leave everything familiar behind. Suddenly, staying in the broken house doesn't seem so irrational. That's exactly how your brain works. It would often rather stay inside a familiar prison than walk into an unfamiliar opportunity. Now another player enters the store: dopamine. Many people call dopamine the feel-good chemical, but that's only part of the picture. Dopamine helps drive motivation by making certain rewards feel worth pursuing, especially rewards your brain expects. Long before smartphones existed, this system helped humans seek food, shelter, social connection, and other things that supported survival. Today, that same reward system is surrounded by something it never evolved to handle. One notification, one funny video, one new message, one endless scroll. Each tiny reward arrives almost instantly. Your brain loves immediate rewards because they're certain. Success works differently. Learning a language doesn't reward you after 5 minutes. Building muscle takes weeks. Growing a business can take years. Your brain compares those two choices. One gives pleasure now. The other promises something later. Without realizing it, you choose the easier reward. Not because your dreams aren't important. Because your brain naturally gives more weight to what it can enjoy today than what might happen months from now. Have you ever noticed that just when life starts improving, you suddenly find yourself procrastinating? You finally decide to take your goals seriously. Then somehow your room becomes incredibly interesting to clean. You spend hours researching instead of starting. You suddenly remember messages you need to reply to. You convince yourself that you need one more course, one more book, one more perfect plan. It feels productive, but often, it's simply another way your brain avoids uncertainty. Growth always asks you to become someone you've never been before, and your brain finds that uncomfortable. Here's the good news: your brain is not your enemy. Every expert was once a beginner. Every successful journey started with someone taking a step before they felt completely ready. Your future doesn't change the day you feel fearless. It changes the day you stop waiting to feel comfortable. Your brain will always try to pull you toward what it knows. But you have the ability to teach it something new. One small action, one repeated habit, one courageous decision at a time. And one day, you'll look back and realize the life that once felt impossible has become your new comfort zone. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the way your mind works, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications.